At 35 days, it equals the longest shutdown here in U.S. history. President Donald Trump presided over that one as well. That was in 2018 into 2019, and that was over building a wall on America's southern border with Mexico. Republicans and Democrats couldn't agree. The government shut down. That lasted for 35 days. You're right, this one, if it tips into Wednesday, as we're expecting it will become the longest shutdown in U.S. history. And the mood is pretty somber here. I mean, it's pretty quiet on the streets of Washington, D.C., on the streets of the Capitol. 750,000 federal workers continue to be furloughed, many of them without pay. Those that are having to go to work, those that are seen in jobs that are critical for public safety, like law enforcement and air traffic controllers, are doing so without pay. Many of them are saying they're starting to consider taking second jobs because they simply don't know how they're going to pay their bills. They haven't had a paycheck. They don't know when their next paycheck is coming, and they don't know how they're going to pay for things like rent, food, their grocery bills, mortgages, childcare, and all of the bills that we tend to have to face. The Republicans and the Democrats continue to fight it out. Neither side seems willing to negotiate. Democrats obviously accusing Republicans of wanting to cut, these assistance benefits, food assistance, housing, affordable health care to millions of Americans. So they're holding out. They're not supporting this spending bill because they want some of these critical services that they see as being vital to millions of Americans protected. Republicans are saying the government needs to cut wasteful spending. America is $38 trillion in debt, and President Trump has often railed against a lot of these assistance programs, believing that they are somehow rife with fraud. Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune did indicate this week he sees an off-ramp, in his words. He said he thinks it might be possible to reach some agreement on some sort of stopgap spending bill that would carry them in through to January, but they would still have to then agree on some of the longer-term issues. It might be that we see some movement on that later in the week, but whether Democrats agree to any or all of this remains to be seen.